And we're live. So
We are live. How cool is that?
Don't say anything that you don't want the world to hear.
It's all right. I'm just finishing sending my email to let everyone know that we are live, and we should be good to go. Hold on. Okay, Liam, you can continue while I'm doing this. I need 1 minute.
No, that's honestly like we caught up about half an hour before, and we were thinking, let's actually, put this together. Let's be prepared. And you know what? We're not prepared, but that's our style. That's what the people want. That's what they expect. Honestly, I feel like we just give the people what they want, Dimitri.
Yeah, they're just expecting for me to be not prepared. But I usually trying to be prepared, and while trying, something comes up. Always something comes up, and that's good. That means our services are used, are needed, and people and our clients need us. So and we're happy about that.
Honestly, no, you go.
No, you go.
Oh no, I was just gonna say they're getting it raw. I mean, that's what people should expect from us. We tell it true, we tell it hard, we tell it raw. That's who we are.
Excellent. I wonder how many people joined. We have a counter here, but I think this counter is from YouTube. I'm not sure how many people on LinkedIn. Let me check it out.
We got 3 people on LinkedIn too, and they're rolling in. Here we go. I mean,
they're rolling as we go, and we just send a reminder to everyone that we are live. On LinkedIn, it's showing a few people, but I'm sure more people will join shortly. If you can see us or you can hear us, please let us know in comments, so we know that we are not talking to a wall, and I can see more people coming up. Join LinkedIn. So guys, welcome to our live stream. We do it every week, or we try to do it every week. And our goal is to provide you with a lot of value and a lot of knowledge about technology that is currently available for financial services industry. So we're talking about mortgage brokers, finance brokers, insurance brokers, financial advisors, and everyone who is interested in technology, who wants to utilize technology for their business, to help them run their business better, more automated, smoother, and obviously improve their internal workflows and keep their clients more happy.
Dimitri, are you reading off a script or something?
I'm not reading off the script. I've got 2 screens. I've got one screen here on my laptop. I've got another screen here, and I've got a camera there. So I was I was looking at the camera, but I'm gonna stop looking at the camera, and I'm gonna.
No, that's all right. We've got Amit. Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining. We've got also Eric, who's joined from LinkedIn. He's our anonymous user, but I can actually see his name on here. So maybe that's what we need to do, log in on LinkedIn so we can see. Patrick is here. Great. Thank you, Patrick. It's good that you can see us and hear us. To be honest, if Dimitri's camera stops at any point, that's okay. We don't need to see him. You just need to see me. That's the important thing.
I know. You don't want to see me,
Can I tell you a very quick funny story before we kick off, Dimitri? So, as a lot of people will know, we had our first Zoom training session this week on the AI assistant, and it was a raging success. I think I had a lot of good feedback from it, but I learned a lot of things. So, number one, in my email that I sent out, I sent everyone my link, so everyone joined as Liam Ferguson to begin with. There was a lot of Liam Fergusons.
Yeah, the second thing, I couldn't understand what's going on.
The second thing, though, is that the moment the stream started, and this is what I actually don't like about AI, is I had like 10 people right then were logged in, and I'm talking to them, and I just realized that everyone's AI note takers that automatically log into the stream. So I'm there talking, going, I'm getting no responses, no feedback, and there's not anyone actually there. So anyway, that's my 2 cents of frustration for the week.
I think your live training was a huge success. I reckon we had 50 people or even more.
Honestly, we had 50 people, and I think average tenure was about 45 to 50 minutes, so it was pretty good. There we go. Jonah from Loans on the Run, she agrees. Thank you, Jonah. Appreciate it. And we've got Tez as well. Tez is a recent addition to the Maestro family. Oh my goodness, Dimitri, look at this. We've got some people in the audience. Maybe we should stop wasting their time and kick it off.
Yeah, absolutely. I can also see a lot of people is joined us through YouTube. Usually we try to stream on LinkedIn, but looks like a lot of people want to use or like to prefer YouTube. So we're going to be streaming on both YouTube and LinkedIn. Now, before I dive into my stuff, I just want to quickly remind you guys, if you have any questions, you want to ask us something, or even better, you can even join us live here. Can you imagine? If you have something to say, or if you want to give advice to us or to the audience, send us a request. We'll have a chat with you in private, obviously offline, not offline, but in private messaging, and we'll invite you in. So we'll send you a link so you can join live. You can join with your camera, and you can become a co-host. How cool is that?
You know what? Maybe we don't do that today, but maybe we do that like a day before each. We should actually invite people if you've got questions or you want to jump in for a live session. Why not?
Yes, we should. So anyway, let's jump in. Now, as always, this is raw. So I'm going to do a workflow, and I'm going to do it live. Obviously, I'm not going to go deep into how I do things, but you will see how I'm doing it in Maestro. But if you want to implement the same thing, you can get in touch with us. Or if you want to learn how I do it on more deeper level, then send an email to Liam or to our team, and we'll be more than happy to provide you training and help you set it up.
We're doing one-on-one, small scale, deep level, long videos. Like we're producing a lot of different content at the moment. So let us know. We're happy to help.
Yep. Okay. So today's use case. Today's use case is actually based on our clients' requests. A lot of clients, and I can see a lot of people in this stream, they're familiar with this workflow. And this workflow involves Zapier. So we essentially going to be connecting Zapier to Maestro, and we're going to be pushing leads or requests via Zapier. So it updates Maestro and it starts interacting with clients. So this is what we're going to do. It sounds very simple, but it's very common use case. And, previously it wasn't that easy to set up because you needed all this technology that automates the entire thing. With Maestro, it is now possible. So the process will be, the new lead comes in, we're going to be using Google Sheets. So I'm going to be using Google Sheets as a source of leads, essentially, but you can use anything. For example, in your case, it could be Facebook ads or Google ads or whatever, your website, someone fills in the form on your website. In our case, it's going to be a Google Sheet. We're going to add a client to a spreadsheet. And as soon as we do that, it will trigger Maestro. It will send the request to clients, and it will initiate the process. And I'll show you how it all fits together, how it works. Sounds good?
Honestly, it does sound good. And I think, Dimitri, it would be good to I guess communicate to the people that are listening that we were talking just before the stream about like this is a great opportunity to just take what we're doing, different use cases, and spark a bit of a creativity, in terms of, okay, so we've got something that's very flexible. How can I implement it in my business, in the problems that I face with my clients? So don't think that what Dimitri's doing right now is it has to be done exactly the same way. Honestly, if we can just touch on different aspects and give you guys just an inkling in terms of what's possible, then we can then it's a good foundation to kick off from there.
Yeah. And I'm sure we have a lot of users who are not familiar with Maestro, who don't know what Maestro does. And so while I'm preparing my screen, Liam, can you just fill them in?
Yeah.
Or tell about Maestro a little bit?
Well, to be honest, it's probably a good opportunity to touch on with the training that we're actually doing, we have kicked off a YouTube channel, which is not the channel that you guys, if you're on YouTube, are watching from now. I'll actually put a link into the comments so that you guys can access this. But we're actually starting to generate a lot of content and upload it. In fact, just this week, Dimitri, we've launched our 3-part series for setting up, configuring, and utilizing the document collection agent. So maybe what we do in your next email blast is we put a link to that playlist so that people, if they haven't already seen what it can do and set it up, maybe that's an opportunity for them to do it for the first time, or even get a better understanding. So I'll put a link in now while you're doing your thing, and we can touch on it later.
I think it's a great idea, and it's going to kind of give people a hub where they can just go in, see all the videos, all the training they need in order to lift their Maestro game. Believe it or not, we have a lot of clients who actually like configuring workflows themselves. They like to set up automations. They like to connect to Google Drive. They like to do all kinds of things, and it's really, really cool. All right, I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to begin our presentation. So first thing first, we're going to create a source of leads. The source of leads will be Google Spreadsheet. So I have created this empty spreadsheet, and what I'll do, I'm just going to put some columns, column headers. So this will be first name. The next one will be last name. We need email, and we need a phone number. By the way, Liam, do you see my screen? Is it all right?
Oh, I see your screen. I see
excellent.
your screen.
Now,
no spelling mistakes this far.
No spelling mistakes. Awesome. Awesome. So another field, we're going to add a loan amount. Oops, here we go. Let me just fix this. Loan amount, and Liam, what else are we going to ask people in our ads to provide as part of lead information? Loan amount, and maybe what else?
Maybe are they a citizen?
Citizen?
Yeah,
let's
citizen.
Find something more exciting.
You
know what?
Have they got a dog?
Nah, come on.
Well,
is first home buyer.
Oh, there you go.
Here we go. Oops. Is first home. Here we go. Is first home. Boom. Done. All right. So what we'll do, we're going to create automation via Zapier. When a new row is added here, we're going to trigger Maestro, and we're going to pass all this information to Maestro. So to set it up, we're just going to enter sample information. I'm just going to put my details. Let's put, actually, I'm going to put fake details first. Bob Builder. And then when we're testing it and when we're using it, I'm going to put my information. So we're going to put email bob@builder1234567.com.au. We're going to put a phone number, which will be fake 0640000000. Yeah, something like that. And we're going to put loan amount, $100,000, and first home, yes, done. Very simple. Let's now go to Zapier and create Zap. So the Zap will listen on this Google Doc, and it will trigger Maestro workflow when someone adds a record in this document. So again, we are mimicking a source of leads. So source of leads doesn't have to be this Google Doc. It can be Facebook form. It can be a Google form. It can be anything, any form, or it can be your website. Doesn't really matter. Even though Maestro does come with a lot of lead generation tools that you should be using, but if you don't use these tools, you can still pass information to Maestro, and it's very, very simple. So let's go to Zapier. Sorry, Liam, did you want to say something?
The only thing I was going to say, if anyone's interested in being able to capture leads from other programs and to have go into Maestro, there's another good alternative software, isn't there, Dimitri? That I think it's like $1,000 per month actions that you get. I think it's Make.
Yeah.
So
It's called
honestly,
Make.
Make is a great great cheaper alternative to Zapier if you're looking for something just to play around and get yourself kicked off from. I'll put a link into the comments as well if anyone's interested.
Yeah, 100%. In fact, we've saved one of our clients, I think, close to more than $10,000 per year, by switching from Zapier to Make, because it's almost free. But anyway, we're going to be using Zapier. A lot of people like Zapier for its simplicity, and I'm more than happy to use it. Especially,
it's quite premium.
Yeah, but you know what? If you if you just use lightly, if you don't push like a lot of requests or a lot of zaps, it's fine. It's got a free tier. I think it's like 100 zaps or per month. I don't know. But anyway, what we're gonna do, we're gonna create Zap. Now, before we create Zap, we need to authenticate Zapier, or we need to tell our account in Zapier to use Maestro. Maestro Zap is private. So before you can use it, you need to enable it. The way I do it, I'm going to go to Maestro, and I'm going to click Settings. And in Settings, I'm going to go to Integrations. And Integrations, I'm going to click Zapier. When you click Zapier, first of all, there is a key. Now, if you don't see the key, please click Generate New API Key. This will be important now and and further down the track as we go through the demo. And here are the instructions. Step 1, generate new API key by clicking on Generate New API Key button. And step 2, get access to Maestro Private Zapier app by clicking this link. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So if you click on this link, it will give you access to Maestro Private Zap. That's it. That's all you need to do. Once you've done it, you will have access to Zap, and you can start building Zapiers, Zaps with Maestro app. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to create new Zap. Let's select new Zap. And trigger will be Google Sheets. Let's search for it. Here we go. That's a trigger. Event will be new or updated spreadsheet row. So this is when we add a new client to a spreadsheet, it will trigger this Zap. Next, I've already connected Google Sheets with my account. By the way, let's go back to our spreadsheet and let's name it. So let's give it a name, and we're gonna call it Zaps Demo.
Oh, I thought this is the perfect opportunity to actually give it a great name, not a stupid name.
It is a stupid name. We like to do stupid names. All right. So that's fine. Zaps Demo. I mean, it doesn't mean much, but at least we can recognize it.
Fair.
So let's click Continue. And let's select that spreadsheet. Zaps Demo. Here we go. It's the first. See? It's the first one in the list, and you can easily identify it. So it's not that stupid.
True.
Worksheet, sheet 1. And trigger column. You know what?
Possibly the last one, right? Because you want it to, because you want them to only to trigger once all of the data has been captured, right?
Yes. Well, any column. No, yeah, I think you're right. So we need to trigger it when is first home captured.
So basically, you just want to have enter from left to right, essentially.
And we'll continue, and we're gonna test it. So I'm not sure how test will run, but let's do it. Let's see. Here we go. These are details from our spreadsheet. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna click continue, and now we're gonna search for Maestro.
So that is the one difference though with Zapier, is we actually do have a little bit more functionality with Zapier than other programs. So just know that if you are using something else, it might be a little bit different.
Yeah, but still good.
Yeah, no, it's still more than what you need.
Yep. So in event, we're going to start workflow because we're going to do action, something in Maestro. Choose account. This is important. When you click choose account, it will ask you to choose your connection. I've got a bunch of connections here. I'm going to create a new connection to Maestro. So connect new account. And probably you will not see it because it opens up in pop-up. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you're holding out on us. My goodness.
Connect new account. Let me see. Anyway, it just opens up in the pop-up window, and it's asking me to provide
the
Maestro key. So we're gonna go back to Maestro. We're just gonna copy this key. All right, and I'm going to paste it here. You don't see it, guys. I do apologize for that, but that's fine. It's very simple. And it takes a bit of time to authenticate, and now we are authenticated. So now we've connected Maestro with my key. It's very simple. Continue.
Good job, Dimitri. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. And now we need to select the workflow. So let's select our workflow. Now we've got a bunch of workflow in that account, but we are using First Loans Mortgage workflow. Maestro is a multi-app system. And in Maestro, you can create all kinds of workflows, whether for mortgage, for asset finance, for personal finance, for business finance, for financial advice, for insurance, for anything you can imagine, you can create these automated flows. That acts like essentially apps. So, it will collect information from your clients. It will collect documents from your clients. It will collect signatures. It will do it on autopilot. And it might as well just push it to external system as well. So it depends what you want to accomplish. Maestro can do it. I'm going to fill in some details. Now, this data is coming from a spreadsheet. So let's just put first name, Bob. Oops. What am I doing? First name, Bob. Last name. Where is our last name?
To the very top.
Do we have a last name?
Yeah, it's at the top. One more up.
Last name, Builder. Here we go. Okay, email will be email, and mobile phone number is mobile phone number.
Let's be honest, Dimitri. That's all I'm here for, right? Just to help you find the last name field.
Thank you. Now we're gonna star it. It's all right. External ID. We don't need to worry about external ID for now. I mean, we can add something like row ID. In case we wanted to update the field later on, we need to store internal ID so we can use it. External provider, we'll call it, it doesn't really matter. We don't need to worry about these fields. That's it. We're pretty much done. We're going to click continue. And you know what? We're not going to test it. We're just going to skip it and we're done.
Whoa, Dimitri.
Publish it.
A little bit. Okay, we'll see how we go.
I mean, we don't need to test it. We'll test it live. How about that?
Yeah. True.
Okay, so what will happen as soon as a new record added to this screen, we'll push it to Maestro via Zapier. So in Maestro, we're going to trigger our app. Now let me go to apps. This is our app, First Mortgage app. This is the app that we're going to use. This app, essentially, it's a form together with some other additions like document collection, signatures. And yes, Liam, I've made it green. So I've made it look nicer.
Is this because of the Olympics, green and gold?
I don't know. I didn't think about Olympics, to be honest.
I think you could probably say that, representing Australia. Woohoo!
Yeah, and we're going to put our deals in the Zapier leads folder. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to automations. I was actually playing with automations before, but I'm not going to, I'm going to delete this automation because I'm going to make it simple. All right. So we are pretty much set. Now, there is one more thing, Liam, that we need to do in Zapier. Because we want to pass in these values to Maestro, we need to set it up in Zapier. Now, this feature is really cool. You can pass in as many values as you like. And I know some people in this stream, they actually they were waiting for this feature and they're not sure how to do it. So I will show you how to do it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to Zapier. So as soon as we add a lead or create a deal in Maestro, we are going to create a new stage, a new step, add step, and we're gonna say the step to be webhook. And you know what? This account is not upgraded, and unfortunately, I cannot use webhook. Can you believe it? I just realized. Okay, so we're not going to do that. That's fine.
This is bound to happen.
That's fine.
Why don't you explain it? Why don't you explain just high level what it was going to do?
Okay, so what it will do, it will actually trigger Maestro, and it will pass in additional information for this app. So the first step creates a new app in Maestro or a new deal in Maestro, and now we can actually populate any fields in this deal, so any form fields or anything via API.
Wait, so when could we do this?
Well, you can do this now. So we could do this before. We just made it easier and accessible via Zapier. And the way it works is like magic. It's just I don't have access to Zapier. I don't have access. You know what? I have an idea. How about I stop sharing the screen and I'll upgrade my Zapier account?
Oh, yeah. You don't need to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, but I'll show you how it's set up. It's really simple. It's really cool.
What, though? So you move on to the next step, and I'll tell you something that's quite interesting, because I kid you not, and Patrick is actually, I think he's still in the live stream, but we were literally talking about this today because he's got client data that's existing that he'd love to be able to, like in a Google or an Excel spreadsheet, that he'd love to be able to pre-populate. Yes, there he is. There, Patrick's hearing this, and I kid you not, Patrick, Dimitri did not tell me this before, but he would love to be able to send that data into Maestro for existing clients so that they don't have to pre-populate everything that he's already got. That's what you're saying that you're going to do here, or you were going to do here, correct?
Well, I'll do it. I'll show you how it's done, but it's not going to work. Yeah. But at least, we can test it. Well, we can see how it will configure. Yeah. Now, this thing is very new to me as well. So I haven't done much configuration in Zapier, but I have an idea how it needs to be done, and it's quite simple. So we're going to do post. Essentially, we're going to use webhooks, and webhooks essentially just an API. So if you think about API and if you think about the workflow, you can actually use any API to send to Maestro data and say, hey, this is application, this is deal in Maestro. Please update it. Please add this information to a deal. And the way it works is magic, because AI, it's built on top of AI, and AI will figure out how to add data. All you just need to provide them with instructions. Very simple. Check this out. Continue. URL. Now, this is important. We need URL so we can send data to. So the URL will be Maestro URL, and it looks like this. Boom. This is the URL. api.maestro.com.au data import /webhook. As you can see, this is I do this in Zapier. You don't have to do it in Zapier. If you have a development team, you can actually give it to your developers and say, hey, connect my system to Maestro. Here we go, done. Simple. Payload type, we're going to leave form. Now, data is important. So in data, we're going to add 2 fields. First field, we're going to call application ID, because we need to identify in Maestro application, and the application will come from, we haven't tested it, so we can't. Okay, let's test it.
Dimitri, you are making me look like a fool right now.
Why?
because I told Patrick
How
we
do I test
can't
it?
do this. I told Patrick we can't do this. And I
We
told
can do
another
this.
client this morning that we can't. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you can send data into Maestro to do stuff.
You can send data into Maestro, yes. So
That's
now we have
incredible.
ID back. We're gonna use this field. I just went back to the previous step and I actually tested it. So it did something in Maestro. We'll figure out in a second what it did. But let's go here and let's pre-fill. Oops. Let's go app event again, post action. Let's continue with action. So here now we have access to the ID. So this is Maestro app ID. So we're going to select it. And we're going to add one more field. And that field is data. So we actually need to pass some data to Maestro. And the way we pass it is really cool. Like a lot of people expecting us to give you a bunch of fields that you need to kind of pre-select and send it to Maestro. But as you guys know, Maestro is a platform. We don't have pre-selected fields in Maestro. Everything is created for you, for your workflow. So you might have a custom form, or your form might be different to someone else's. So the fields are different. So what we do in this case, we're just going to say, hey, we're going to send a bunch of data. And we're going to send it in plain text. We don't have to be smart here. What we're sending is, let's go to our spreadsheet. We're sending loan amount and is first home. Okay, so we're going to say loan amount. And let's just put a loan amount from spreadsheet. That's our loan amount. And let's add another one. And what's another one? Is first home. So we're going to say is first home buyer. How do I spell it? Here we go. And we're going to send another field, and we're going to call, and we're going to use is first home. Yes, that's it. You can push any amount of data. You can even push the entire fact find if you like. Doesn't really matter. It just works. And next, we're going to use rep request in array. Don't even know what it is. We're going to leave it. File, we're going to leave it. Unflattened, we're going to leave it. Basic authentication, we are going to do stuff here. So that's important. So we're gonna add a header. This is text we're gonna put for header. Again, I don't expect expect you guys to remember all of this. We'll do it for you. We'll help you out, but it's that's just how it's done. This is a security, and we have to ensure that the request is secure. And API key or text actually is the same text or same API key that we've used for Zapier. So if I go to my integrations, I'm going to click Zapier and just going to copy this key. That's all we need. All right, so the key is copied. Now I'm going to go back, going to enter this text, and we are good to go. All right, let's go. Now, let's go back to Maestro. When we did that test, I don't know if it created a new application here. See, this application came from Zapier. Now, if I click on this application, let's just open it up. The form will be empty, of course, because we have not provided any of additional information. As you can see, we've got quite a few fields here. And when we execute this test, theoretically, it should update loan amount and set is first home buyer to yes. I don't even remember if we're asking for is first home buyer details, but it's done something. So let's go back to the app and let's refresh it. And boom, we have loan amount.
What about first home buyer?
Are we asking for that question? I don't think we're asking for it. Let's search for it.
No.
No, we're not.
So
But-
what is the AI ultimately plugging in the data where it thinks it's wow?
It figures out. It knows everything about your form. The AI thing, Maestro AI, knows everything about your customers, It knows everything about your workflow, and it figures out where to put information in. So if you say, hey, I want to update loan amount on this application, or I want to update loan objectives, I could easily just pass in loan objectives, or I could pass in loan features, repayment frequency, like anything really. And it will just update it for you. So that's how cool, and this is how easy it is to pass in information. Now, I'm going to publish it. It will not allow me to run it because it requires, this particular step requires, here we go, professional.
Yeah.
So, Liam, do you reckon I should upgrade now so we can test properly?
Well, I think, I mean, you've shown it. I mean, it's up to you, Dimitri. I think you've made your point.
I've made my point. Okay, let's remove it. Let's delete it. So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to upgrade it now. And we've got our Zap anyway. And I think it's already published, so we can start using it.
You know what, though, Dimitri? I reckon this would be a great training session that I can run.
Yes.
We'll make sure that we've got all the accounts set up. We'll go into it in depth so that it's recorded, it's step by step, so that you guys can actually utilize this where it is applicable in your business.
Yep, 100%. Okay, so I think it's published because it's not allowing me to publish. I think we've published it before. Let me just go to my Zaps. Just want to make sure it's published. How do I go back to my Zaps? Zap details. Why are they changing stuff all the time? Here we go. So this is our new Zap, and it's on. So it's running. So we can start testing it. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna test it. So I'm gonna delete all these apps that we've created via Zap. Here we go. Now we have clean run. I'm going to delete my app from here as well. It doesn't need to be there. Now, one thing I want to do is I want to go to automations, and I want to put some extra automations on that particular workflow. So when the app is created, let me just create new automation, and I'm going to say Zap app created. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to say when Zap app is created, I'm going to, let me just select first loan mortgage. So this is first loan mortgage. And I'm going to trigger this automation when, let's say, when deal is created. Here we go. So as soon as first home mortgage is created, I'm going to trigger this automation. And I just want to enhance my process. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to say, let's add validation documents task. What that means is when clients upload documents, the system will automatically validate and rename documents according to according to broker specification. So it's really, really cool, really simple process. And it's very helpful for brokers because essentially Maestro will verify the documents are valid, or the client has uploaded documents that you've actually requested from them. So really simple. And second of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add another task, and I'm going to say in this task, call the client and verify their requirements. It could be any task for your team members. I'm not sure, Liam, from your past experience as mortgage broker, when you create a deal, what kind of tasks do you perform on that deal?
Typically, it's just making sure that you've got everything to start. So it's making sure that the documents have been verified, fact find is completed. Oh,
yeah, I'm here. I'm back.
Yeah, just basically making sure that you've got everything to go. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fine. So in this case, we just create a task, call the client and verify their requirements. I don't care.
Yeah,
like task,
brilliant.
You do tasks. Now we can also create a checklist items for your staff so they can actually follow it. So step one would be call client Then another task would be,
Fact find completed.
yep, make sure all data is, make sure fact find completed, and
then documents,
make
yeah.
sure documents validated, or whatever.
Perfect.
All right. And here we go. So as soon as deal is created, we're going to run these two activities. Now, you can create all kind of things. You don't have to, or you are not limited by this. We have a lot of features and a lot of ways for you to streamline your process and make it better. For example, you can add a tag. You can move it to folder. You can add a file note. So you can do all kind of things that you usually do in your CRM system. Maestro makes it extremely easy, extremely automated. You can also create a referral partner. So you can actually send the referrals straight away. You can do all kind of things. And I'm going to
Oh,
I lost my internet. That's what happened.
I was wondering whether it was just me, and I didn't know if it was. Uh-oh.
I think I lost my internet. Am I back?
Well, but yeah, I've still got you, so the internet must be back.
Yeah,
There you go.
my internet. I think something happened. It might have actually. I don't think it's internet. I think it's our software. So looks like I'm back. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
All right, awesome. No worries. So I've just published this workflow, this automation, and we can start testing it. So it will create validate documents and that. Okay, no worries. Let's test it. I'm going to go to my Google Sheets, and here it converted it to number. Let's just set a field type to be. How do you set a field type here? Is it
No, it's I think it's data validation. No,
because
sorry.
it has converted this field into number. I just want to keep it as a string. I think it's column. There must be. Come on, it shouldn't be.
Go
it shouldn't
to
be difficult, right?
Go to more options at the bottom.
Where?
Yeah, click on
I
more
don't
options.
see more options.
No. View more column actions.
Here we go.
Is there a format?
No.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy, right? I know. I think I know. I think it's in here. Format. Text.
Guys,
So
we're Maestro experts. Do not.
I'm not Google expert for sure. Well, maybe someone will also learn something from it. So how do you change the type? Is it data? It's format, or it's tools?
No. Okay. So I'm going to tell you where to go, Dimitri.
Okay, go on.
So click off there.
Yep.
So highlight the column, and you see where you've got like no. Yeah, just highlight the column, and then at the top, do you see the 1, 2, 3?
No.
Go higher. Go higher. Yep. Yeah. Is there?
No. It's the
just
same.
plain text. Plain text.
Plain text. Here we go.
There you go.
Done. All right. Friends, let's test it. I'm gonna put my details. Dimitri. My last name.
If you're
I'm
still
gonna put
here,
my email.
Thank you so much.
All right. Hold on. .com.au and plus 61425. This is my phone number.
Lovely.
So we're gonna leave it as is. Why didn't I edit plus?
No, it will remove the plus because it's plain text.
Okay, that's fine. Let's leave it. Loan amount. Let's do 1 million and first home buyer. Yes, and that would be our trigger. Boom. Hopefully it works. Now let's go to Maestro and let's see if we have a deal. It might take some time for Zapier to run, but let's actually click here. Where is the history? Here we go. So we have history, no results. What the hell? it did not trigger. Did we set it up correctly?
I'm assuming so. You could just manually push it through, just in case.
Yeah, but I just want to see. I just want to make sure it works.
Because that sounds like a Zapier issue.
It might be Zapier issue, but let's go to details and let's see what we have here. Let's edit it and let's see. Maybe it took a bit of time. Let's just view history again. Just one more time. Nothing here, so it doesn't. So it did not run. That's fine. Let's go back to Zaps and let's see why it didn't run. Maybe someone can help us out in the audience. Maybe they can tell us where did we do something wrong. They've changed it last time from what I've used last time. Let's just go back to how do you edit it? Here we go.
Just click on it. Yeah.
Let's just see what our trigger is.
You know, Dimitri, people are going to wonder whether or not this is a video on Zapier rather than a video on Maestro.
It's all right, but people want to see, people want to use it. So we do have this when new or updated spreadsheet row. So let's just continue. Okay, so that's event, but we have something going on here. So let's just go to app events, account,
go to
trigger.
test.
I think it's something to do with trigger. I think we need to get rid of this. We just need to leave it as a default. No. How can I get rid of it?
If you click on it, go right down to the bottom, clear selection.
Clear selection. Here we go. Any column.
Any column.
I think it will do. Okay. Continue, and we're going to test again. Sorry, we're going to do it again. I'm going to publish it. Now it's published. And let's do it once more. All right. I'm going to add Dimitri at maestro.com.au. And loan amount will be $1 million. Actually, let's make it 2 million. And yes here. All right. Hopefully, it will work this time. Let's get to our Zaps and let's see if anything happened. How do you go back? Bloody hell, they make it so confusing. It's easier to see here. Whoo, it worked.
Lovely.
Liam, so now the beauty is if I click on this app, these are client details, and these are the tasks that we've created automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the client has also received email and SMS. So all of a sudden, they've received a welcome email and welcome SMS asking them to complete application and go through the process. What I'll do now, I'll actually share my other screen. And please fill me in while I'm switching screens.
I'm thinking of so many awesome applications of being able to send data from another program into Maestro, because the philosophy that we have as a company is not that we are the be all and end all, right? We need other things to be able to do well. We need other people in the industry. We need other programs, to complement what we do. It's not we don't have an ego here. So it's really cool to see that we have that ability.
Yep. You know what? I've decided not to switch my screens because it's just pain in the butt. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my SMS because I've received SMS. Maestro does send a link via SMS and email. Now, SMSs and emails are fully automated, so you can configure any way you like, and we'll configure it for you. But your clients will receive nice email and nice SMS coming from you. As far as your client's concerned, they know nothing about Maestro. It's just you and them. And they will click on the link, and they'll be taken to the interface like that. I'll asking them to log into the system, and we'll guide them through steps. So it's really simple. They will receive a code via SMS, and we'll present them with form like that. And we'll start, essentially, we ask questions and they start clicking on answers, and we're gonna walk them through the entire process. It's very simple. As they go through the form, we'll send them reminders, we'll send them notifications, and at the same time, we will generate a document checklist. So when they reach the end of the form, they'll be presented with a document checklist, and they will be asked to start uploading documents. So what I'll do very quickly, I'll go through the form. Just going to put some dummy data. We'll try to go through this form as quickly as possible. Now, I have book appointment question here. Now, you don't have to do it. This is just for this particular demo. As part of this form, we're actually asking client to book an appointment. So we can put client information and their email address. In real life scenario, we're going to pre-fill this data as well. It's just for this demo, we left it not filled. So I just booked a meeting with myself. Now, if I go back to application, it will actually tell me that the meeting through Calendly is booked. So you can see it here. You will also receive, obviously, email and from Calendly saying, hey, you've got a meeting. And it's going to be in your calendar. Really cool, really simple. What it shows is that you can embed all kind of workflows or all kind of objects into your form. So whether it's a meeting, whether it's a video, whether whatever, you can run a credit check if you like. So it's all available via Maestro. So let me just put other information here very quickly. I am Australian citizen. I'm trying to find a shortest path to success here. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to put some dummy data. Okay, currently employed. You know what? I'll say I'm employed so I can show you how document collection works. As I said, as we go through fact find, system will generate document checklist based on what I say or based on client profile. So employer will be FinTech, proprietarily limited. And I started my job, whatever. It will collect 3-year employment history and all these things. Employment occupation will be
you
product
provided,
tester. How we go? I am product tester.
You provided 800 years of employment history, so I think you're fine.
Yep. I think too. 300 years will be just enough. This is just for, this questionnaire is designed specifically for this demo. If you don't want to ask these questions, you don't have to. So it's really, really simple. Okay, I'm just going to go, I'm going to say I've got a car. Oops, model. I'm just going to put some dummy data. I just put very quickly, I'm not going to even read it. Okay, some home content, some whatever. No liabilities. If I said I have liabilities, it will obviously ask me to provide a list of liabilities. I'm just going to say no. This is document checklist that is generated specifically for this application. As I said, as a broker, you don't have to do anything. It just generates a document checklist for you and will collect this information. We have bank statements. Bank statements are connected to this account. So you can connect your Eleon or you can connect your cash deck. And people will be able to upload bank statements using this interface. And this is a list of documents. Now, this is fully configurable. So it is configured for your specific requirements. For example, for PAYG employment, this is the information that we are collecting. It can be different, but for this demo, this is what it is. So what I'll do here is I will upload a payslip. And I've got some dummy documents on this computer. So I've got a sample payslip. I'm going to upload it. And I'm also going to upload, let's upload a driver's license. So I'm going to upload the driver's license, and I've got a sample of driver's license. So this sample we've downloaded from the internet. So it's not a real driver's license. It's just sample. It's just for the purpose of this demonstration. Now, clients don't have to upload everything at once. We'll wait, we'll send them reminders, we'll make sure the documents are uploaded and collected. Now let's go back to our application. I'm just going to refresh it. And as you can see, we've got 100% form complete. That means the client has finished completing the form. So all this information is there. You can change it. You have full access to it. So you can change it at any point of time. You can also reject answers. So if you think the purchase price doesn't look right, you can just reject it, and client will be required to provide the information if you want to. Of course, you can just call them up and say,
they could buy something more expensive. Push them
for sure. 100%. Now, because we are CRM, you have full CRM capabilities, such as notes. So I can add a note either manually like that, or I can actually do it automatically. So I can create automation that adds notes for me. So we can do all kinds of things. We're not going to go deep into this. I'm sure Liam will, train. Will demonstrate it in one of his training. When is the next training? Is it like in 2 weeks?
It's going to be in about 2 weeks' time. I've got an email going out to our whole database over the weekends. So when you get that email, make sure you register, because again, it will be limited spots.
Excellent. Okay, so now if I click on documents, as you can see, we've got 2 documents. They all uploaded correctly, and they have been validated. Now, the validation results came up with warning for both of them. So let's read it. Let's say why is it warning. So if I click here, it will say the document is Australian driver's license, but it has expired. All right. The current date is whatever. What I'll do, I will upload my own driver's license here. So we can see the validator work correctly. Okay, so this is my driver's license. I'm going to upload it. And as soon as I upload it, it will restart the validation process. So now the document has been uploaded, and validation process will start, and it will validate to make sure the document is correct. Now let's click on payslip. It's also produced warning, and it says the document description. The payslip is for Sally Harley from Zoonoodle Inc. So the names do not match. We asked for payslip from Dimitri, but we've uploaded payslip from Sally or whatever. So it basically picked it up and it said, no way. All right, so my license has been validated and now it's passed. The document is Australian driver's license, matching the description provided. All required elements such as name, address, date of birth, license number, expiry matched. Beautiful. And also it has been renamed to driver's license, Dimitri, and this is a driver's license expiry date. So imagine when all documents uploaded, it will validate pretty much every single document, and it will produce validation results. So you can very quickly see what's going on and obviously take appropriate action.
Wow, there you go. You know what?
Very simple.
We got there in the end.
Yeah. Oh, this is just the beginning. We can do so many things.
So much more. Yeah.
Yeah. For example, let's take a use case. You've got a lead, right? And all you need to know as soon as they upload their payslip, you need to be notified. You don't want to wait for the entire document set to be uploaded. You just need to know when someone uploads their payslip. How do you do it? Previously, it was very difficult. Not previously, like any other system, you won't be able to do it. Because you need to know what document is, and you need to make sure that they actually uploaded their driver's license. Maestro makes it simple. All I do is I go to automations. I'm going to create a ZEP, and I'm going to say payslip provided.
So
and it could be any document.
Automation, yeah.
It could be any document. So if I want to collect payslip, or if I want to collect a bunch of different documents that I need to be notified, as soon as they provide it, I can just do that. Very simple. Create automation. And here I will say on our deal type, so we need to specify what kind of deals are we going to be listening on. Trigger when document classified. So as soon as document uploaded, validated, and classified, we're going to trigger this automation. And in this case, we're looking for payslip, but you can add any kind of classifications. We can say when people upload payslip and passport, for example, or passport, we can trigger this. So now this automation will trigger when someone uploads a payslip. As soon as it's done, it will trigger, and we can take appropriate action. For example, I can add a tag, and I can say the tag could be VIP client. So as soon as someone uploads their payslip, they become VIP. How about that? And I can also send email, or I can send SMS. I can notify my staff member, or I can create a task straight away. So let's do that. Let's add a task, and we'll say verify their employment. Here we go. And we're going to allocate this task to our team member. Assign Brandon. So here's a task. And also what we're going to do, we're going to create another task to run their credit check. So let's do credit check.
Very nice.
Done. All right. Here we go. Let's test it.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Like, for example, you could get a contract to sale, and it could be check.
Exactly.
The task could be to check the contract to make sure that everything's in place.
Exactly. 100%. The only reason I'm using Payslip right now is because I have Payslip, so we can test it.
Yeah.
But if you have contract of sale, if you got other documentation, you can definitely do it and use it. So what I'll do now is I'm going to re-upload this document. Imagine like it, you know what? I actually create a new one. Driver's license. So in Maestro, you can collect additional documents if you like. You can just specify driver's license. We've got it here. And I'm going to request from a client, and the client will start upload. Now, at any point of time, you can add any documents. You can modify this list. If you don't want to collect payslip 3, which most people don't, you just delete it. Gone.
Nice.
All right. What I'll do, I'll actually going to upload it myself here, but client might as well just use this interface to upload additional driver's license. So they'll get notification, and here we go. We've got another additional driver's license. We can do it both ways. I'll do it here. I'll put my driver's license in.
Oh, no one saw that.
It's all right. We'll blur it out. That's easy. And here we go. So now driver's license is uploaded, and validation will start soon. As soon as it's validated and as soon as it's classified, Liam, why didn't you stop me? We are waiting on a payslip, not a driver's license.
Oh, that's so true. You know what? My head is just not in the game at the moment. I'm so sorry. That's my bad.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm going to go here, and I'm going to click payslip. I'm just going to upload a payslip. But let's just make sure the payslip is validated. So what we'll do, let's see what the warning was. Because, okay, I'm just going to remove my name here, and it will accept it.
It should do it, though, because it's still classifying it as a PAYG payslip, right? Or does it only do it when it's passed?
It will only do it when it's passed, because if it's not passed, there is no point of actually confirming that document is a valid document. I'm just going to upload it here, payslip, upload. And let's just wait for it to validate. By the way, my driver's license is validated and it's passed.
It's good to know that it's a valid driver's license to me.
It's a valid driver's license, yeah. Yes.
You know what? While it's doing this, how is driving in Melbourne? Is it bad around where you are?
No, it's actually quite good. I try not to drive much. In fact, I'm not using my car at all. Most of the time I use Uber and other means of transport. I'm trying to, I'm trying to not use my car, and I don't need it anymore. Anyway, my payslip is passed now. So documents payslip matches description. It requires all required elements such as employer name, employer, employee name, pay period, earnings, deductions are present. The quality of image is sufficient for validation. There are no signs of tampering or forgery.
Now, have we got the automation?
Have we got the automation? So let's just wait and let's see. Payslip provided. Here we can actually verify that automation has executed. So I can click on it and it did all of these tasks. So let's check it. Let's go to our summary. VIP client.
Very nice.
Create report, edit, verify the employment, edit. So it's recognized that payslip has been provided and it will execute pretty much whatever you need. So as you rightfully pointed out before, if there is a contract of sale, or if there is a document that you need to be, that you're waiting on, and it's important, then you can say, okay, this document is provided. Please execute this action. By the way, when you assign a task to your team members, they will receive a notification. They will say, hey, there is a new task is in there to verify their employment. Here we go. And they will click on a link and they'll be taken exactly to this application where they will see what they need to do.
I think that's pretty good, Dimitri.
Yeah, I mean, what we've done, we went to Google Sheets, we've added a client, and this client can be not just in Google Sheet, can come from Facebook ads, can come from TikTok ads, from anywhere. We've connected it to Zapier. From Zapier, we triggered Maestro workflow, which sent client email and SMS with a link, and client provided their information and booked an appointment, by the way, as they went through the process. How cool is that?
Very cool.
So it just happened. You don't have to do anything. And then they've uploaded documents. The documents got validated, and system picked up that they've uploaded a valid payslip. And based on that information, it triggered another workflow to verify their payslip and to assign to your team member. So you don't have to wait for entire information to be collected. You've got everything that you need so far right now to move to the next stage, and you're done. It is also possible to run credit check automatically. In this particular instance, we've added credit report task, just a task. So you can just click on credit report buttons. Some of the details already pre-filled. I can just say, click, I confirm, Dimitri provided their consent, and run credit check. You could do it in line. You could actually embed it into the form. And on the form, they will just press next button and it will perform a credit check. It will run credit check. So that's really, really cool.
It just goes to show that how whatever you need, we've got a lot of stuff to be able to throw at your problems. And provide solutions.
That's right. The system can be configured any way to perform any kind of tasks and any kind of workflows. We are launching very shortly, a feature for one of our clients, so they can put it on their website, and their clients can actually request get their credit score for free. So, and that feature will be, get your credit score. People will click on the link, we'll ask them series of questions, and we'll get their credit score. We're going to take it a bit further with these guys. We're not going to ask questions. We're going to ask them to upload a driver's license if they want. And when they upload a driver's license, we're going to lift the information from their driver's license, and using that information, we're going to perform credit check. So that makes it even easier for people who just want to take a picture with their phone, of their driver's license, and get their credit score for free. So this kind of workflows is useful for marketing, because you can build a list of people and their credit scores, and based on their credit scores, you can create different marketing campaigns, like make it really, really, really cool, really easy, and fully automated. That's the key.
Honestly, it's the kind of thing that you should, if you're interested, jump on and email us and book a meeting, demo, or if you're an existing client, give us a book a meeting, and actually let's talk about how we can implement this for your business. I think we've done pretty well, Dimitri. How are you feeling? Should we let these lovely people go?
I was worried about this stream because we had a bit of technical issues, not with our system, but with third-party providers. But thankfully, it got resolved, and I think we went quite well. Could be better, and but look, it's not up to us to decide, right? It's up to our viewers and our members and our customers to decide. What kind of how did we do, and if they got any value out of this. So, hey guys, look, if you're listening to us, and I can see people are listening to us, let us know how did we go and where we can improve. And if you want to join us at some point, maybe on next stream, more than welcome.
Absolutely. No, it's
Here we
been
go.
awesome.
We got someone.
So we got Jonah from Loans on the Run clapping for us. Nice one.
Patrick said yes. That's another one.
Before,
okay. Yeah. Look. Thanks very much, Tez. Thanks for help, guys. Keen to get these crazy automations underway. Absolutely, Tez. Absolutely. I'm sure you're already working with our team, and we'll get these automations live for you as quickly as possible.
Sounds good.
We actually have a lot of lists of requests from our clients for all kind of crazy automations. Like what I've just shown you, just a tip of the iceberg. There are, people, imagination is limitless. And, the more people we talk to, the more kind of we get surprised and, and inspired by our clients, because they're telling us, hey, what if we do this? What if we do this? For example, you can get a request coming from your ad, and you can initiate conversation with your client via SMS. That's very much requested feature, and a lot of people are using it. And it's a really, really handy because people don't have to click on any links. They just reply to Maestro Assistant via SMS, and it just happens. And my camera died.
Oh no! Actually, that might be a good reason to wrap up.
All right, I'm gonna stop talking, and Liam, that's the end of our presentation. I do apologize, guys, for that.
That's hilarious. Well, honestly, guys, thanks for joining us. Honestly, we're going to be here again next Friday, so make sure that you look out on LinkedIn for the registration and on YouTube as well, so that we can go through more of these kinds of situations to help get the brain juice flowing.
Here you go. You should see me now.
Yep.
I'm just using another camera. Can you see me?
Yep.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next Friday.
Beautiful. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.